In our program, Minister of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries and Rural Development speaks on the strides made by the agricultural sector in 2012 and looks forward to a better sector in 2013 and the Agro-Farmers market into the third month. Details of these are straight ahead. Hi everyone, it's the first in our program, Agriculture in Focus for 2013. And here's to a good year to all our listeners, especially our farmers, fishers, processors, and other stakeholders in the agricultural sector. I'm your presenter, Hinkson Butcher. Well, the year 2012 was not as challenging for the agricultural sector as was 2010 and 2011, where the sector was bombarded by storms and hurricanes and droughts, and of course the black sigatoka leaf spot disease, which is still crippling the local banana industry today. Agriculture in Focus speaks with Agriculture Minister Honorable Moses Jabatis on his impressions of the sector in 2012 and what he hopes to achieve in 2013.
Well, I'm very happy to say that we came into office promising to transform and to revitalize the agri sector and also our rural sector. And in 2012, we took many steps, some of them small steps, some of them significant steps, to ensure that we cause there to be a forward movement towards that goal. Between pages 17 and 20 of our manifesto, Blueprint for Growth, there are a number of areas that were itemized, and we promised that we would revitalize and transform the rural sector, the agri sector, the fisheries subsector in different ways. I'm pleased to report that in a number of the areas we did achieve success, and we are hoping that we can build on the success in 2013.
Assuming the role of minister for the first time, the minister noted that it was his responsibility to familiarize himself with the operations of the agricultural sector.
Well, certainly, I think it was very important for me to understand the ministry itself, and it took me some time to understand the huge responsibilities of a Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries and Rural Development. But I'm very happy to say, I believe I can see now that I do understand how this ministry works, and I do understand the responsibilities, the huge demands that are placed on this ministry, and what we have to do to ensure that we provide food for this country and that we create employment and we secure the livelihoods of the people in our rural areas. So yes, I think understanding the ministry is also something I can count as a success, as a blessing.
The area of rural development, a component of which is the Youth Agri-Entrepreneurial Development Project, will be one of the main areas of focus in 2013. While the project is well on course for implementation, the actual production of food under the project is yet to commence.
I think the work that we've done in 2012 point to the steps that we've taken to ensure that our youth program really took hold in 2012, because we were able to develop the programs for the Youth Entrepreneurial Project. We were able to refocus that project to include livestock activities. We have been able to secure for many of the participants land, and we've been able to secure training for them, and most of them have the business plans, and we await now the disbursement from the CDF to accelerate the implementation of that program in 2012. We note also that there are a number of cluster groups, women who form clusters, and we are encouraging the development of even more cluster groups, and we are going to give them some very special attention. We have met with the groups in Alger and in various parts of the country in order for us to help them develop their products even further. We know rural transformation is very important. Rural modernization is key, because we are coming out of a situation where bananas, as you know, we have our difficulties with the banana industry, and we want to ensure that we transform our farmers into businessmen and businesswomen who can add to their banana production other crops and other livestock activities. So it is really an exciting time, and we are hoping to expand all of these programs in 2013.
The minister also outlined other areas which he seeks to develop in 2013.
Well, certainly we are looking at these areas that are on the fringe, so to speak, but we all know that these areas have tremendous potential. Aquaculture is one which we are looking at very seriously because we have the roots of an aquaculture program. We have the capacity to supply fingerlings and so on, and also the technical training. We have the capacity to supply that. But in addition, we want to look at apiculture. We are very interested in honey production and the byproducts of honey. We are working with the honey producers with disability in Strozel. We are also working with the Mill Flare Group, and we are in a position now to make an announcement very soon about a home for Mill Flare, and I'm very excited about that. We will also be looking at essential oils as an industry to ensure that although we are starting very small, but to ensure that we can develop capacity in that area also. So yes, we want to look at the non-traditional areas to ensure that we get more people to participate in food production and in agriculture and fisheries.
These areas of focus, he says, are in keeping with the government's promise as outlined in its manifesto, Blueprint for Growth for the Agricultural Sector.
Well, certainly, I just want to run through pages 17 to 20 of the manifesto, which is where our promises for agriculture and fisheries can be found. There are a number of success areas that we can report. We did promise that we would deploy more FADs. We were able to deploy 9 of them, and we were also able to repair at least 4 of them. We did also promise on page 17 that we would make more effective use of our resources. We have started our discussions, our consultations on the land bank. We did say that post-Thomas we needed to do more work to restore our land and our productivity, and we have started some serious drainage works. Some of them were started earlier before we came into office, but we have intensified the drainage works in canals, in the valleys. We have also given more support to our fisher folk by increasing the rebate on fuel, the fuel subsidy, by 100%. And there is so much more that we can report. On page 19 of the manifesto, we said we would connect schools to agriculture. In our telefoods program, we will, with the Food and Agriculture Organization, with support from FAO, we are going to announce in January a number of schools that will be getting support through that program to help them with their school gardens and so on. We can also report, with the help of ICA, we are going to get the restructuring of the ministry. We have brought back Dr. Budram, whom we spoke about in our manifesto, and is assisting us with the restructuring of the ministry, and that is at an advanced stage. We are in discussions with the public service also to do this. We are doing some work with the farmer and fisher organizations, and we have dedicated an officer to work with those organizations. So there are a number of specific items in the manifesto between pages 17 and 20 that we can actually report success on in 2012. I look forward to 2013 with eager anticipation.
And of course, while 2012 was a good year for the agricultural sector, there was certainly some room for improvement.
There were also many challenges, and I believe the increase in the price of grain on the world market, which caused the price of feed to our livestock farmers to increase significantly, was a major challenge. We were able to assist the livestock farmers with some help on each bag of feed. There was also the inconsistency in the delivery of inputs, the purchase of, when we purchase inputs for the banana and plantain subsector, we did not get those inputs, the oil and the fungicides, on time. And we had some challenges in our fight against black sigatoka. And one more challenge, we had a serious challenge with the state of our farmer and fisher organizations. Most, if not all of them, are in serious difficulty, and in 2012 we had difficulty trying to help them to organize themselves. So we are going to focus on those areas, and in 2013 hopefully we will see some light at the end of the tunnel where those challenges are concerned.
Agriculture Minister Honorable Moses Jabatis speaking on the successes and challenges of the sector in 2012 and the focus for 2013. The third staging of farmers' markets will be held this Saturday on the boardwalk at the Rodney Bay Marina. Agribusiness Development Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries and Rural Development, Ms. Anthea Joshua, speaks on the growth of the IGY Marinas Agro-Farmers Market.
The farmers market started last year. Initially we were saying every Saturday, but resource-wise we were saying it would not have been possible. But after the second one in December, every time the customers came to us, I hope you'll are there next week. So in order to maintain that small cadre of customers and to get new ones, because we kept getting new people coming in every Saturday, because this is an extra market for the farmers and it's an opportunity for the farmers to interact with the customers, so they get in firsthand what the customer want. So they'll come with stuff, and based on what they sell and what the customers come and ask them for, they know what to come with the following week. So that opened the minds of farmers, and also it changed their whole outlook towards marketing. So I think it has been successful in two ways, in that more persons are using produce, because sometimes you see stuff in the supermarket, but in the supermarket, who has the time to explain to you what you can do with it? But at the farmer's market, somebody will say, nah, I don't want that, but you say, yes, you can use it for this. And then the following week they'll come back and look for more of it because it worked. If it worked, they'll come back and get some more, bring persons to see, and so you have a lot of ripple effects at the farmers market, which is great. And also we have the farmers wanting to take ownership of it. Initially it was a farmer, right now all the farmers want to take ownership of it, and they keep saying, if we have to pay money for advertisement, we'll make a collection and so that the person can get their money. So it's not that they don't want to be part of it, they really do want to be part of the whole planning and the execution.
So in terms of a variety of stuff that is being exhibited for sale at the market, are you all satisfied that there's an array of stuff?
Yes, a very wide range. They even have things I never even thought we grew in St. Lucia. So there's a very wide range of stuff, although the majority of the clientele are more into grains and vegetables, but we still have some of the root crops. We have persons selling cassava, they have dashing, tanya, yam.
The Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with IGY Rural management, decided to collaborate with the farmers with that activity. How long you think, because the ministry is giving quite a lot of assistance in that regard, plus they're giving technical support and also giving supporting with some tents, and of course has to go with that. How long you think you all can work with the farmers before they can take full control of the activity?
I don't think we will need to be there for more than 6 months.
Okay.
All right, I think we might be about 4 months, 5 for tops. We have sought some form of assistance from a funding agency, also with the assistance from Lime providing tents and so that will assist, because the biggest cost is the tents and advertisement. All the other things that we'd like done, even if we don't get funding for it, that's something that can be built in over time. And I'm sure there are other companies who would be willing to come on board with assisting with tents. But all of that is work in progress. That's why I said, for the top 4 months, and I think we'll be out of there.
So then you think the farmers will be well on their way, forming themselves into some sort of organization, yes, and to take control?
Because by the end of this month, everybody would be registered with UPL. Okay.
What is UPL?
The United Producers Limited. They are a farmers' organization. It's an organization of organizations.
Okay.
So you have the Floral Society as part of UPL, and they have done quite a number of activities. They have a website. They have done with the Floral Association. They have some where you can purchase produce online. So in addition to assisting in getting funding for the market, it will also provide them with a platform where they now can have their produce on sale online.
Okay, great.
All right, so that's something that becomes available to them, becoming members of.
I was also told down the road there is room for adding more activities to the event in terms of cultural activities. Can you say something about that?
Oh, well, anything to enhance, you understand, to put, solutions like culture and music and so. What we have offered is that persons who have some talent, musical or anything, that would like to come and advertise themselves at the market can do so. So you come and do a short presentation at the market. We're not going to pay you for being there. We're not going to charge you for being there. But it's an opportunity for a young poet, a young singer, a young band, you know, anything that will come and add to it. Will allow you to come do your thing, have your business cards, so persons could see that what's out there. So for that matter, maybe some of the restaurants and so might even hire some of those talents to be part of their own calendar.
Any final words?
Yeah, everybody come down to Rodney Bay Marina on Saturday. We'll be there from 6 to 6. Anything that you haven't seen in a while, once it's in season, you could find it up at the marina. Bring everybody. It will be a fun day for everybody because the trend of the cane, you can get it peeled. Just make sure you come with your pockets well stuffed.
This was Mr. Philip Sidney speaking there with Agribusiness Development Officer Anthea Joshua. Well, this is where we conclude Agriculture in Focus. I will be at Farmers Market this Saturday. See you there.